So, alrighty. Well, guys, this is Echo League Season 2, I believe still Week 1. Be Humble versus Fox Force 5. This is TJ Sutton on the mic, along with my co-caster, Golgiep. How you doing tonight, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. More casts to do, and that's fun to do.
Always a
Yeah, it is still
grind.
week one.
Yeah. So excited to see what the next week brings, but also looking forward to seeing these two teams square up against each other tonight.
Yeah,
So looks like we got a pretty wide range of MMR, anywhere from 2.6 up through 4K and such. So
yeah. We were talking just before the game how B seems like a little bit the most spread out when it comes to the MMR. Because when we watched A, seemed like it was mostly 2Ks, and when you go to C, when you go to A, it's just like most people are like 4K, but here is like where everyone just kind of averages. So there can be like 4Ks here playing with 2K since their MMR will average into 3K. It's almost like playing party ranked.
yeah. So got some bands coming out: Night Stalker, Pudge, and an Axe Lardar band. And okay, so what are you thinking of these drafts so far?
I think Dire are definitely going with pretty safe first picks here. Warlock, Abaddon. Warlock is just a good laner to keep your carry alive. It kind of points towards that they're probably not going to have too aggressive of an early game because Warlock is good at being defensive early, but pretty bad at aggressive. Abaddon, same thing. He's not a good ganker. He's a very good offlaner. He can stay in the lane and get some farm and harass out the carry if they're not protected well enough. But nothing too aggressive. While on the Radiant, they're going with the Clockwork, kind of showing their hand a little bit early, which isn't a problem because Clockwork is a pretty good hero. You can first pick these days, and the hero can turn on pretty quick once he hits, like even before hitting 6, he can smoke gank around like level 3 or 4 to mid, and usually has decent success.
Yeah, we're seeing some pretty quick picks and bans coming out here. Maybe these teams did their homework and maybe did a little bit of research on each other, or maybe they just came in with a really defined plan that they want to execute.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first bans seem like decent enough. Like Night Stalker, Axe, these are heroes that get banned pretty often. I feel like Slardar is still pretty good. Pudge is a little bit specific, but sometimes maybe they have done, as you said, some scouting. Maybe they have a good Pudge player. They just don't want to deal with the headache of that. The Legion Commander being banned out makes sense, considering she is one of the best way to deal with Bristle, having the easy Silver Edge build-up, also with the duel, forcing him to turn around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so far, I mean, Spearbreaker can build into a Silver's Edge, but we'll have to
Yep.
see if they pick up someone who's going to focus that a little bit earlier, or make that
Yeah.
more of a priority.
Yeah, so Superburger definitely can build it, but he doesn't farm fast unless he gets fed early game. At that point, Silver Edge is not really what you're worrying about. You're just worried about a fed Spirit Breaker, because if a game's going good for Spirit Breaker that much that he can outfloor Silver Edge, you're probably losing at that point.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the Spearbreaker pick into both Clockwork and Sand King? Because, Clockwork can see him coming in
Yeah.
Cog, Sand King can burrow strike into him and stop his charge.
Yeah, I don't really know about Spirit Breaker. I mean, they're obviously going for a strategy here, but Spirit Breaker, you kind of want to team him up with other aggressive supports. But Warlock is pretty damn slow, and he can't really help Spirit Breaker. I mean, I guess he can toss on a heal on him as he charges in with Abaddon Shield. Like that's interesting idea, but yeah, you are going to Clockwork Bristle against Sand King. Like, you have like no easy targets to jump onto. I mean, there's Venge, but if Venge has Vigil on you while you're charging, she'll gonna stun you before you land. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a pretty tough Spirit Breaker game, and he might have to play it a little more carefully, just kind of play like a normal support and just gank with his teammates.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this might be kind of a rough game for him. So, okay, so it's looking. Do you think this is a sport or a core Venge?
It could. I'm going to be thinking support. I'm assuming Clockwork is probably going to go off lane. Bristleback probably safe lane, and they're going to be looking for a mid last pick. It could be Bristleback mid and Vengeful Spirit core on the bot lane, which would make sense for the draft actually, because then they have really, really strong early game presence. Because Vengeful Spirit is one of the earliest fighting carries you can pick up, but no, there is a Queen of Pain, so they're going to go for that support Venge.
Yeah. Hmm.
I like I like the Queen of Pain in a sense. I mean, she is going to have to watch out about Spirit Breaker and stuff like that, but there aren't a lot of ways to deal with her in this game. I mean, we'll see what they pick up for the mid here, which is going to be able to kind of keep Queen of Pain locked down. But if Queen of Pain can just pick up like a Lincoln Sphere this game, I think she should have a pretty easy time.
Yeah. Being able to avoid that charge coming up from Spirit Breaker. And really, I mean, she doesn't really need to worry about a counter initiation from Warlock dropping the golems because she's going to be kind of fleeting around on the outskirts of the team fight, throwing out spells.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think it's a smart pick, and she's fairly good. She's a pretty good mid laner, being able to harass, especially if this is against the Zeus. She's just gonna have to worry about taking AOE damage from the lightnings.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be interesting mid lane. I feel like either these carries can get pretty, I mean, either these mid laners can get quite carried away if they get some good help because Zeus can definitely beat Queen of Pain and Queen of Pain easily beats Zeus, but it depends on how much support they get from their roamers. Because if Spirit Breaker is sitting on mid for a little while and Zeus can get a little bit ahead on Queen, then Queen cannot get in range to farm. But if Zeus doesn't get help early, then Queen of Pain should be able to kind of like, throw those daggers on Zeus and keep him away from being able to farm and deny quite efficiently.
10 seconds remaining.
So looking at the draft currently, who do you favor?
I really do like the Force 5 draft. They have they have so many ways to just endure fights. Clockwork, Bristleback, Sand King. These characters are notoriously hard to kill. Queen of Pain in a way that she can get out of fights if you don't kill her fast enough. And Be Humble just won't have the catch potential in a way.
Mm-hmm.
While Clockwork, Queen of Pain, Bristleback, these Sand King, these characters are so mobile that they'll be able to easily jump on the backline, which is specifically Zeus, and Warlock, and these characters will be easily picked off. And at that point, I feel like Fox Force 5 will be able to take those fights pretty easy.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking of some of the same reasons for favoring this Fox team. I think I think the Zeus is going to be getting targeted quite a bit, especially in team fights from a
Yeah,
clockwork hook shot or battery
the
assault
Blink
or
Burrow.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
blink
Blink
burrow.
Burrow can even do a lot. Man, look at these. Look at this flag.
Prepare for battle.
Oh my
No shame.
gosh, they're weebs at heart. So,
No shame.
alrighty. Here on the Radiant team, we have General Pants on the Bristleback. McGaw, yes, McGaw on the Vengeful Spirit. Badger on the Sand King. 2700 on the Queen of Pain. And Tindu Sarugi on the Clockwork. Golgiap, why don't you introduce our Dire team?
Yeah, over on Be Humble, we have Indifferent playing the Warlock. Spirit Breaker is being played by Jix. Zeus played by Gohan. Kuki playing the Abaddon, and finally Juggernaut going to be played by Barry Jive. Excuse me.
30 seconds to
Very
battle.
jived. Some interesting names. It's got a ward in this mid lane early, trying to keep some vision, probably rotate for some ganks, I'd say.
Hmm.
Let's see. Okay, we got a Clockwork roaming up here, looking to snipe a bounty rune, but gets spotted out by Warlock. Has to run back. So both teams just gonna take it easy and take their respective runes early.
Yeah, looks like Zeus is going for a bottle rush build. He just has two clarities in inventory. I mean, he'll just be able to get the bottle and 10 more gold.
Oh yeah, he's so like one creep, or he's just gonna wait it out.
Yeah, he just got it now. He just can't get it when it's like the natural gold gain, which is an interesting build. It's a little bit outdated, I say. I feel like nowadays going like double like null talisman to another null talisman to just kind of like rush into that Bale Discord is pretty good. And then his right clicks, I mean, they're still not fantastic, but with a couple null talisman, he can do quite well.
Yeah, we got
It
and
just makes him less squishier.
Spearbreaker sitting here in the mid lane currently, just looking for an opportunity to harass her. He was guarding to make sure the courier didn't get sniped. Are we going to have a charge come out? Nah, just
Yeah, it looks
assisting.
like Jake's just wanna stay here and make sure Gohan gets some early levels. Oh, they're gonna spot this ward out.
Ooh. Gotta be careful with those early, or with wards around Zeus. Easy D wards.
Yeah, I wonder how they sense that. I suppose because they realized they were playing so carefully around Spirit Breaker, they just guessed there was a ward there. Or maybe they were sighted placing it down at level 1. Oh, Venge is gonna be making a rotation mid early.
So we got 3 heroes here in this mid lane.
Yeah, but Zeus does have that
Oh,
ward.
Quap blinks in. Daggers. Zeus getting gone on by Badger. Will go down, but Gix is able to get the return kill on Sand King. Now throwing out right clicks on 2700, but he'll just back up and just eat a tango and be alright.
Yeah, I didn't think they'll be able to close the gap to be able to kill Zeus right there, but Zeus being quite slow at level 1.
Yeah,
Feel
with
pain slow definitely helping.
and with Blink and Burrow Strike, that so much gap close on this Radiant team, he's gonna have a hard time getting away from these heroes until he can get like a Force Staff or something.
Yeah, definitely a mobility item game for Zeus. Yeah, Force Staff is going to be very important for him to get out those clock cogs if he ever does get hooked.
Meanwhile, Abaddon just kind of sitting in lane, soaking XP, getting a few last hits here or there with a miscoil.
Tower is under attack.
Looks like Tindu and Barry are just trading hits in this top lane, contesting last hits as well. Oh, what did he get? Oh, Zeus bottles a illusion rune to be saved up for later.
Yeah, probably the worst loot to get at this point for Zeus. His illusions don't do much. They can't be really used to farm jungle or anything like that.
Yeah, if anything, just use them for scouting.
Yeah,
And a bottle refill is always nice.
of course. Yeah, that's the most important thing. He's getting his boots cleared out. Otherwise, a pretty slow game so
Charge
far.
coming out on 2700, but he'll blink back under tower, and Gix will call off the charge. All right, so in this matchup between Abaddon and Bristleback, do you feel like it's just a fairly kind of trade farm sort of lane, or does either team
Yeah.
really have any sort of kill potential?
I don't think there's kill potential either way, unless either of these guys make a mistake. But I think this is going to be a lane that's going to be advantageous for Abaddon, because I mean if you're trading just experience and creeps, it's always advantageous for the offlaner. Because you won't be denying the offlaner experience. Because if you look at top, Clockwork is having a much harder time farming with that duo being up there.
Illusion.
Yeah, he's getting fatal bonds and what is it? I think it's last word, shadow word,
Shadow word.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Close
of.
enough.
Words, man.
There's going to be a smoke gang coming top though. Mecha and Badger
I'll take your
moving on up. Oh, they'll go find Warlock. It's pretty easy right here.
Stun comes out from McCall. Do we have a follow-up Burrow Strike to finish him off? He shadow words himself, trying to survive. Has backup from Gix coming in with a charge, trying to get those last hits. It's 17% on Badger. Badger is now in trouble with Berry Life coming in, spins on him and able to finish him off. Tindu comes in with the battery assault and has to back up as well. Now Venge getting blocked up by Zeus. Charge coming out. Is she going to be able to make it? Loses vision, but here comes a Thunderbolt and a neutral creep denies her. In comes 2700 with a scream and blinks right back out. So lucky there for McGaw getting taken down by those neutral creeps and denying that gold.
Yeah, good presence of mind to have that to go for the deny. She is going to be dead a little bit longer because of that, but it's well worth it considering the XP and the gold she's denied. And that kind of went unfortunately. They caught Warlock in a pretty optimal position to get, but Sand King just not having confidence enough to be able to Burrow Strike early. I mean, the level 1 Burrow Strike range is quite small, but I think just being able to use it early to get the Caustic Finale slow on him would have been huge. It would have let Clockwork close the gap a lot more easier too.
So now we have Cookie and Pants facing off on each other, but Badger and Vinge have both rotated down here, trying to scout this Cookie in the trees. Double stun comes out and the Quill Spray to finish him off in the trees. Meanwhile, charge on the mid lane on Quap. She gets both charged and light thunderbolted, but will be able to escape with just a little over 100 health left, and will probably go off to Shrine.
Yeah, Karina is so ahead in levels right now. She's level 6.
Oh, she gets
Zeus
charged
is
again,
halfway.
pops the Shrine, but it'll be enough to keep her alive. Almost gets taken down by Gix.
Yeah, that charge could have been a bad idea because I think he just gave away the ward positioning.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really accomplish very much out of that either. But yeah, Queen of Pain is like almost a full level ahead of Zeus. So
Jug getting caught in the cogs on the top lane. Battery Assault trying to run away, running around the creeps. Good awareness, but will he get? He's able to finish him off, and now looking to take on the Warlock, but he walks back. Now we got a charge. No, okay, charge was canceled.
It's interesting. Indifference kind of used the Fatal Bond before he used the Shadow Ward. I wonder if we could save the Juggernaut there if he decided to use a Shadow Ward first.
Yeah, maybe would have been able to give him just enough health to survive the Battery Assault to get away.
Yeah, but it was quite close either way. Cookie top lane. It's like 10 XP away from level 6. In the bottom lane, rather.
Yep, he's got it. He's got that borrowed time now. He's ready to soak anything they can throw at him. Burrow Strike coming out. Borrowed time is activated, and they back off, letting him do his thing. But in comes a charge on Badger. He gets stunned up. Aphotic Shield Burst, and another... Oh, and we see the Zeus Ults coming out to finish him off. Cookie now needs to be careful. His borrowed time is down. Pants is trying to chase him.
Cool spray. Oh, dodges the last cool spray.
Now Pants and Gix are going face to face. He charges away to get out, but here comes Nagala to stun him up, and a Quill Spray to finish him off. In comes Warlock, just a little too late, trying to throw a Shadow Word on him, but he's just too fast for him.
Yeah, you don't have killed anyways.
Well, that would be.
Good that he turned around. Because the supports were just waiting.
So let's see, do we have any interesting items? Bristleback almost has a Vanguard, or will have a Vanguard soon. But looks like
so
Gohan's having a pretty good time in this mid lane. Bottle, Arcane Boots, Wand, Fused Raindrop. He's not too bad of shape. Out comes a charge and a Blade Fury on this Clockwork, and an Omni Slash finishes him off. Now 2700 going on the offensive a bit, but has to be careful now that there's two heroes up here. Saves the Scream. Or the Sonic Wave.
Yeah.
They really need to switch that.
I mean, they both sound like screams, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, the ulti sounds definitely more like a scream, and the Scream of Pain sounds like more like a shout.
Yeah.
I feel
Please.
like I always call it screams.
Please, Volvo.
Radiant's top tower
Pants and Cookie once again trading hits down here in the bottom lane. Cookie's soaking a lot of damage. She does have borrowed time. Throws on the Aphotic Shield. Now borrowed time gets popped. Now he's fighting with Pants, but Pants just goes back to hitting creeps. And he picks up his Vanguard.
Cookie activated manually himself just to soak up the next Quill Spray, and it got quite a bit of health for him. Top lane, there's a charge coming out.
Another charge has Battery Assault going. Might be enough to save his life. But now that there's 3 heroes up here, has to Cogs to escape. Oh, but he has Magal up here as well. But Fatal Bonds on both. Both need to be careful. And now backing up. And both teams kind of reset.
Man, this game feels super slow to me.
Yeah, especially compared to that last game, game 2 that we casted last week.
Yeah.
They were just running at each other from minute 0, it felt like.
That game had a Zeus in that one, didn't it?
No, that one didn't.
No, was it another game that casted? Oh, it was I casted with someone else. It was a Zeus game. In that one, that was quite special. The Zeus didn't build a Blink or a Force Staff.
Hook shot coming out from Tindu. Battery Assault keeping him in place. Now the Cogs, are they going to be able to finish him off? He does get a bash, but Tindu is able to finish him off with Battery Assault. In comes Zeus and Abaddon going on Tindu. Bunch of lightning arcs. Now they turn on the Venge, and then out comes the Thunder God's Wrath to finish her off. Mistcoil trying to finish off Tindu, but Tindu's able to escape. Now Pants is facing off with Cookie. Cookie's bar time activates, and in comes Jug. Barry, and then now comes Gix in with the charge, trying to initiate something, but now they got to back off. Meanwhile, Quap Invis in the midst of them, looking for an opportunity, but doesn't find one and has to back off.
Speaking of no action, Karina finds Gohan.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Does get an illusion rune. Out comes the scream and the dagger, but is gonna have to back up as she's getting charged now. Takes out one illusion. Oh, meanwhile Tindu goes down to Jug on the top lane.
Barry I've been using his Omni Slash pretty effectively this game. He's gotten 2 kills from both his uses.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want from a Jug. Every ult you want to kill.
Yeah, and he's been using it pretty much on cooldown.
So far, I mean, we're 12 minutes in, pretty even game, 7-5, but net worth is right there in the middle pretty much, just 1,000 difference. Out comes a charge on Pants, gets stunned up. Now Thunderbolt comes down. Quap throws out a dagger to harass Cookie back, and a scream, but nothing connects. Yeah, I feel like this Dire team has been doing pretty well with using their ults off cooldown, at least with their Omni Slashes and their Thunder God's Wrath. Or at least trying to initiate, trying to set up positions for their carries to use their ults at least.
Yeah. Yeah, another synergy is that Thunder God's Wrath with Fatal Bonds is going to amplify the damage quite heavily. So they also gotta watch about grouping too hard against the Warlock too. Gohan only 300 gold away from that Force Staff. It's quite important for him to get that pretty early, and he's making pretty good time on it. Still hasn't eaten a hook shot yet, which Tandoori might be looking for right here.
Oh, down goes Badger to Cookie, but Cookie has a couple stacks on him, but he A5 shields it off. Meanwhile, we have Spirit Breaker down here. Spots out the stack. Pings it out for Gohan. Gohan has a haste and is chasing, looking for anybody. Spots Tindu.
I'm not sure if this is a target he wants. Oh, he's just walking past him right to Bristleback.
Yeah, they're going for the Bristleback. Meanwhile, Cookie's trapped in with Tindu, but now teammates are there for backup. He gets stunned up. Battery Assault coming out, trying to save his life. Out comes Sonic Wave, and we have the Golem being dropped and defensively. Indifferent goes down to Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain still blinking forward, trying to chase down Gix. Unable to get him. Turns her sights on Cookie. But Cookie is able to fight her off. Golem kind of being used to retreat now. Don't want to feed the 300 gold. Meanwhile, Barry just hitting tower in mid lane.
So they trade a tower for mid. They trade the mid tower for a single kill, and we see there like the strength of the Radiant draft being so tanky that none of the characters are just enough to take him down. Even Sand King with just a boot can be hard to take down. Natural tankiness.
Trying to
Yeah, it
get
was an interesting decision deciding to go for the Bristleback instead of the Clockwork. I mean, Clockwork is also pretty insanely tanky, but Bristleback is always a target that's pretty impossible to take down without some
yeah,
kind of setup.
yeah. I was surprised that they went for the bristleback right off the bat, or he just sprinted past the clockwork for that.
Yeah, especially considering that Bristleback was sitting under tower, which you get armor bonus for sitting under.
Yeah, he's already tanky enough with that Vanguard.
Attack.
Gohan, Thunder Striking Pants. Pants, Nasal Goose him, trying to chase him, but turns back. Quill sprays the
Radiant's bottom tower is under
creep wave to finish it off. Gohan grabs yet another illusion rune. Pops it immediately. Charge coming out on Pants. Also a Shadow Word on him. Thunder God's Wrath to further take him down. They're trying for some more stuns. But another Thunderbolt coming out and they're chasing him. Will the Shadow Word take him down? Nope. A Arc Lightning will take him down instead.
Man, I thought he was almost going to get away there. Soaking up so much ultis.
Another
there,
charge coming in on Badger.
Strike.
Badger's probably going to go down to Gix. Burrow strikes to get away, but an Omni Slash comes out from Barry, turning on Quap. Quap throws out the Scream, but doesn't hit anyone. But Tindu has earned on him. Will he go down? No, he'll be all right. No. Oh, Badger went down. I was about to say no one lost in this top lane, but Badger was taken down.
Who got Badger? He managed to juke out
Indifferent got him.
Breaker. Yeah. Looks like the Warlock came in with the Shadow Word.
Such a powerful spell.
Yeah. Being able to heal and damage. Quite a decent one too. It just does it quite slowly, over 12 seconds.
Oh man, we already have the medallion out on Pants. Looks like he's finishing. Oh, probably going to finish a Hood of Defiance and then go probably into a Solar Crest. You think?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if he thinks Pipe is going to be more important or Solar Crest. Yeah, I wonder. I would like the Pipe, but I can definitely see the argument for Solar Crest. Solar Crest is just definitely a better item on Bristleback, especially when you're facing things like Juggernaut. But protecting his team from Zeus's overall insane damage might be more worth it.
Yep. And so Yasha just picked up by Jug, so his farm is about to start taking off. Oh, we got a possible. Oh, hook shot coming out by Tindu on Gohan. Gohan force sats back. We have a counter initiation Golem and charge coming in. Another strike on Tindu, and out comes the Thunder God's Wrath, and he gets taken down by Cookie. Pants now turning, trying to fight this on Gix. Gix goes down to a Quill Spray, and now they're focusing on the Golem. But he needs to be careful. Thunderstrike comes out. Magog gets or swaps someone back in. Pants now reinitiating on Indifferent. 2700 going on Gohan. Immediately blinks back out. Pants now being gone on by 3 heroes, and he'll get taken down by a Thunderstrike. Queen needs to be careful. She's about to walk into 3. Gets spotted out, but she blinks right out and is able to escape.
Oh my god, the amount of
Possibly.
damage.
Oh no, she's getting charged and gone on by Barry. Barry still has his ult.
He's quite far away, but she doesn't have blink up for another 3 seconds.
Omni
Yeah,
Slash
something like
and down she goes.
An honor for you.
that. Yeah, the amount of damage that Gohan pulled out there was pretty insane. He managed to pick up Arcane Rune in the middle of that fight, and he had lightning bolts every like 4 seconds.
Yeah, I was surprised because Tindu hook shotted him and then just left the rune there. I was surprised he didn't just pick it up.
Yeah, no, that rune was definitely the reason why they won. The discount to like 40% discount on mana cost on lightning bolt and 30% cooldown reduction is pretty nuts for someone like Zeus. Yeah, I think Pipe would go a long way here.
Yeah, I agree.
This Zeus having a pretty successful lane, getting the Force Staff early, being able to force himself out of those cogs is a pretty big deal.
Hook shot used but misses Gix. Now he charges off to the mid lane. All right, well, despite being ahead, well, well, I'm trying to look. Actually, no, never mind. I was about to say, it looks like they're fairly even on towers, but no, they've only Radiant's only taken this top tier 1, and they've lost all 3 of their tier 1s themselves.
Yeah.
So this Dire team having a pretty good early to mid game. Let's see, what is the Quap building? She has, okay, she's going for Ags. Do you think this is the right move? Going for Ags before maybe a Lincoln Sphere?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if damage is what they're lacking here. I really do feel like giving Garena more ability to move around safely would be better and give her more like right-clicking potential. Because Eggs isn't great. I mean, it gives you a little bit more damage on Sonic Wave, but mostly for the cooldown reduction. But rather than the cooldown reduction, I mean, cooldown reduction is nice if you are trying to face down, lane clearing situations against, characters like Naga or Nature Prophet, or you're forced into high ground situations early. But otherwise than that, I mean, I guess they're trying to depend on Clockwork. If Clockwork gets on their eggs too, then she can have her ulti up whenever the hook shot is up, and then they can chain one kills to another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think survivability item should be what Garena is focusing on right now, or just the entire team should be focusing on.
We had a scouting Thunder God's Wrath coming out. Sees that the entire team is up there on the top side. Throws down a Thunder Strike, trying to get a D ward, but no luck right there. Gix charging a creep camp. I think I'd like to see this Quap build an Orchid. I think if they silence the Zeus in a team fight, that could do a lot for them to have a fighting chance. Now Pants getting charged and Omni Slashed here in the mid lane. Jug's Omni Slash gets turned off to Quap, who almost goes down, but Pants probably will go down here. Hook shot to save his, try to save his friend. Counter initiation by dropping the Golem.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! And down goes Barry, gets both Pants and Tindu. Cookie picking up Badgers, and that's a 3-man kill here in this mid lane. 2,200 damage from the Jug coming out there. 23 from the Bristleback, but spread out across too many heroes, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, Bristleback's only going to pump out quite a bit of damage when he is going to die. But yeah, that was just unfortunate for them. Just a little mispositioning, and Clockwork just a little bit too late on the save, and eventually actually ended up getting his Sand King killed by trapping him in the cogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was good.
Into the cogs was pretty brutal.
Good heads-up play by Warlock to drop that Golem and counter-initiate there with those Fatal Bonds. Did so much damage. Okay, Radiant looking to defend their tier 2 tower here. Are they going to catch anyone? Tindu, 4 staff in the head, trying to find someone, but has hookshot available.
He's got to watch out though. He is quite behind, so he cannot really be going for solo kills.
Gohan picks up a double damage. Tindu should have seen that. Runs into 3 heroes. Here, out comes a charge. Shadow Word placed on him. Pants coming up behind him, trying to save him. Cogs pushes him back. In comes the charge. Hits on Tindu, but he pops the shrine. Able to keep himself up. Rocket Flare coming out. Scream of Terror going out, but no real team fight managing to happen there.
Yeah, just surprisingly, like the initiations over on the Force 5 side hasn't really worked out in their favor. Mostly because they're so behind. It's hard for Clockwork to engage into a team that's ahead of them.
Mm-hmm. Man, this tower's still standing really attests to Gohan's mid play. The fact that it's still up 25 minutes in. Hookshot coming out on a different, gets Burrow Strike Epicenter coming in. Tindu getting gone on with Omni Slash. Gix charges him, but Barry's able to finish him off. Thunder God coming out from Gohan. And Scream of Pain comes, or Sonic Wave comes out, and is able to finish off Gohan. Gix is able to take down Pants. Cookie able to finish off Magaw, and now Quap getting gone on by 3, and Gix able to finish her off as well. Badger now getting chased by Barry, but looks like he'll burst strike into base and survive, escape with his life.
Ooh. Yeah, at this point, Be Humble is way too ahead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I wonder if they can defend this tier 3. I think they should be able to. Revives are coming in. Actually, no, they're taking this quite fast.
Yeah.
We'll see what they can do. Clockwork's coming up in 2, but yeah, no, this is going down. It's going to only help them snowball more. So Shrine's open for taking. They're going for the
Hook
rack
shot
now.
coming in, and Cogs. Spirit Brigade tries to charge in, but gets repelled by the Cogs. Barry spinning with Blade Fury. Gets swapped back in by Magaw, gets stunned up, and Burst Strike almost able to finish him off. Can they finish him off? Wait, Scream of Terror coming out. Gix coming in with the clutch charge to save his buddy, but Barry turns. Blade Fury is able to finish him off as well, and he almost goes down. Will he go down to a Quill Spray? Yes, he'll go down to actually a Scream of Pain coming out from Quap. Quap gets another strike and goes down, and Pants trying to 1v2 this team, but in comes Indifferent, and Gix is able to finish off Pants, and that's a 5-man wipe. Although we have some buybacks on the Radiant team, but whether they will buy back, we will have to see.
Yeah, man, Cookie was pulling out some insane plays there. That Juggernaut received like 3 aphotic shield when he was going to die. Like there was a moment where he was getting chain stunned by Sand King, Clockwork, and Venge, but aphotic shield cleansed off the last Sand King stun, which prevented him from dying and also prevented him from getting CC'd. And this led from one thing to another. He got another Blade Fury off, another shield on him, and yeah, he just had such a hard time killing him. And by the time they killed him, damage was already done.
So Abaddon's doing a lot for his team, soaking up a lot of damage, and like you said, keeping his carries alive so they can do the damage needed.
Yeah. Cookie also picked up a Radiance before last fight. Oh, has a Blink Dagger.
Gosh. Yeah, he's starting to become quite the reckoning.
Yeah, at this point, like a Radiance so early on off lane Abaddon is a huge problem because you kind of want to ignore Abaddon in the best situation. You want to ignore him and take care of his carries first and then kill him afterwards. But when he has something like a Radiance, it's pretty hard to ignore him.
Quap getting spotted out by Gix, gets stunned up, and then another strike coming out. Counter initiation, or Golem gets dropped. Magaw almost goes down. Looks like she'll go down to Indifference Golem. And now this Dire team is just running down mid. Abaddon TP's top to push back Badger. And I thought I heard a charge, but he must have canceled it. Cookie looking for Badger up here in the top lane, but Badger escapes into the trees and TP's back home. And looks like Dire will move in to take down Roche. Man, with Solar Crest on, or a Medallion on Roche, and a Golem helping you out, this will be short work for this Dire team.
Yeah.
Does get spotted out by a rocket.
Not much they can do. I mean, yes, Tender actually TPing into the shrine. He wants to snatch this Aegis, but yeah, the supports are positioned perfectly.
Stun or charge coming out from Gix, able to hit Magaw. Magaw pops the shrine, but looks like she'll probably go down anyway. Yep, Gix able to finish her off. And now they'll just say, okay, well, we're here, we'll take the shrine.
Yeah, I like the idea that Fox Force 5 had there. I'm assuming their plan was Tendo just goes there, hook shots in when the Roshan's about to die, snatch the Aegis, and then sacrifices her life and swaps them out. But Spirit Breaker and Warlock, just knowing where to position, blocking that hook shot, just positioning between the shrine and the Roshan pit.
Yeah, really good positioning by these Dire heroes, able to predict their enemy's move, and now looking to take this last remaining tier 2.
Yeah, at this point I'm not sure what Fox Force 5 can do. Their high ground defense isn't very good. Queen of Pain still doesn't have the Aegon Scepter, which actually could be useful here. But it looks like the Humble wants to back up. I don't know what they're doing. Looks like they're just getting some items from the secret shop.
Yeah, that and might look to push in. Looks like someone might need to go and push in the safe lane, Radiant safe lane. Their own towers now getting pushed, but then again, I don't think they care about a tier 1.
No, not at all.
All right, here we come in. Barry and Cookie just going on this tower. Blade Fury coming out. Both teams using their Solar Crest, Dragon, or Pants throwing out a bunch of nasal goo. Badger on the back line with a Epicenter. Scream comes out indifferent, able to get 2 with his Fatal Bonds and Golem. Bristleback buys back in, but 3 heroes have died already, and they call GG.
Yeah, that game just came down to losing lanes, I suppose. Spirit Breaker, as we're talking about, just having a good start and being able to gank all lanes. Clockwork just getting some, missing out a few kills. Abaddon did quite well here because he wasn't forced out of the lane by the support, so he got a Midas super early, and that led into lane Radiance and all the other items.
Yeah, man, just this team, yeah, the Cookie, Soul Booster, Radiance, Midas, Blink. He went down that one time when they roamed on him and down there in the bot lane, but yeah, he really didn't have anything to worry about with his A5 shields.
Yeah, dying a few times as an offlaner just happens when you get roamed on, but I think the big thing came down to the effectiveness of the Clockwork this game, which he just wasn't able to get any good ganks off happening, and it just a Spirit Breaker kind of outperformed them, and that just kind of swung the game so heavily on one side that Fox Force 5 couldn't recover.
Yeah, so, well, guys, this has been game 1 of Fox Force 5 versus Be Humble for Echo League Season 2. We will return shortly for game 2. Please stick around for that, and we will be back shortly. See you then.